Well, good morning, friends. It's good to see you all here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome to Unity of Port Richey. So we are so glad you're all here. How we start every Sunday service is by lighting our Christ candle. And so the Christ candle is symbolic of the light of the divine or the light of the Christ within each and every one of you. So we'll begin. Well, now that the candle's lit, we are ready to begin. So we have the lovely Christine Mariani. She's going to welcome us in song this morning. Just beautiful.
Good
Ta-da!
morning.
Yes. And so while she's bringing us into the service with song, you're welcome to walk on up. We have our Feed the Hungry collection, which is just up here, this basket, and 100% of the proceeds here go to our Feed the Hungry collection. So you're welcome to come on up while Christine is singing and just throw some money in the basket.
Yeah, we're going to do some acoustic work today. So come on and stand up. And I know I'm going to hear you guys sing loud and strong and bold. You ready? Sunday morning, I'm feeling fine. All those worries I'm leaving behind. Sunday morning, I see the sunrise. I smell the roses and see the blue skies. Oh yeah, put your hands together. Sunday morning is our day of thanks. We sing and chant. We might even dance. Sound great? The power of spirit with the moon and the sun comes that burst of light, and new days begun. And I'm shedding my old skin, I'm embracing the new. I'm finding my light here on Sunday with you. Just give us an hour is how the story goes. If you just give an hour on Sunday, we all can grow. Oh, 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 yeah. Sunday morning, I'm feeling fine. All those worries I'm leaving behind. Power of spirit with the moon and the sun comes that burst of light, and a new day's begun, and a new day's begun, and a new day's begun. Oh, Sunday morning. Wow, you guys really do good on that. That's wonderful.
Well, thank you, Christine. Excellent. I love that song. Well, once again, I'd love to welcome you all to Unity of Port Richey. My name's Sarah Fredrickson. I'd love to welcome everyone that's watching on YouTube and Facebook. And is there anyone new here for the first time? If you are, just raise your hand, and we've got a little welcome packet for you. But I think you guys are all seasoned Unity people. I'm just glad you're all back. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. Wonderful. Well, seasoned Unity people, yeah. So I would love to welcome our guest speaker today, Reverend Danny Spears. And yes, let's welcome him. I'm going to read a little bit about Reverend Danny. Reverend Danny is a spiritual traveler who's blessed to be nourished by a variety of expressions of Christianity. So he was first ordained as a minister in metropolitan community churches in 2001. Then he was ordained as a unity minister in 2024. He served as first the spiritual leader and then the minister of Unity of Gainesville, Georgia for several years. So in May of this year, Reverend Danny transitioned from a snowbird to a flamingo. And as he's come to St. Pete. And so his 17-year-old kitten, Dylan, and he are now living in St. Pete. And so Reverend Danny is identifying as a free-range unity minister. And so we are so honored and blessed to have Reverend Danny again. So welcome. Thank you. Well, now let's all take a breath and let's say a community peace prayer. And so this is we believe in the power of positive prayer, and so let's all say this together. We are a channel of God's love. Through divine love, justice prevails, and powerful good results come forth. We trust the activity of God within us, all people, and all situations. We give thanks for divine intelligence and divine grace operating and expressing fully in all people everywhere throughout the world. Highest good for all is the result. And so it is. Amen. Well, I'd love to welcome our prayer chaplain of the day here, Laura Jeske. And also I saw Donna in the prayer room, so she seems to be the prayer chaplain as well. But come on up.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and welcome back. You know your prayer chaplains are here, and we have a beautiful new group unfolding and getting practiced at the practices, ready to help you, support you in your prayer journey. Today's daily word is believe. If you'll say the phrase with me, I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. When Thomas says he can't believe in Jesus' resurrection unless he touches the wounds for himself, he's describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. Jesus meets him where he is, then invites him into a deeper way of believing, one that can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me too, whether my belief is steady and confident, or I long for reassurance and signs of divine presence. I trust I am divinely supported and dearly loved. And our scripture today is from John. Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." And so it is.
Believe. That's a good one. Yeah, we really need to believe in everything that's good for us, for our highest good. Yeah. So, you guys remember this one? I am one in spirit. Okay. One, and one. That's not it. So you're going to listen to me, okay? Just, there'll be different words. We got to update that. So this is going to be your part. I am one in spirit. I am love in spirit. I am joy in spirit. And spirit is alive. Got one, love, joy, and alive. Try it again. I am one in spirit. I am love in spirit. I am joy in spirit. And spirit is
Say love. I am love and spirit. I am the joy in spirit. That's right. And spirit is alive in me. One last time. I am one in spirit. I am love and spirit. Yes, we are. And I am joy in spirit. And spirit is alive in me. And spirit is alive in me. And spirit is alive in me. Shake your neighbor's hand this morning and say good morning. Yeah, we forgot that earlier.
Are we ready? Okay. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to be back today. Thank you for having me. Glad to see everyone in here, out there, everywhere. As I like to say, we don't care how you show up. We're just glad you do. Amen. All right. So how many folks here remember YOLO? You only live once. We've heard that, right? And back in like 2011, 2012, it got really crazy and popular. People would do hashtag YOLO, and people would do all kinds of crazy, and some would say reckless and dangerous stunts. Hashtag YOLO. And you would see it all over the place, and it became kind of a running joke for a while. But be that as it may, you know, the original philosophy behind YOLO was a little different, it's a little deeper. It was meant to encourage bold adventures, big risks, and living fully in the present. You know, in unity, what we call living in the power of now. But as the book of Ecclesiastes reminds us, there is nothing new under the sun. And that includes YOLO. Nope, you know, there are those of us in a certain age range, which I like to call age amazing. And back in the winter, I think I shared a little bit about age amazing, but this will be a quick review. Everyone here is age amazing. It's just that some of us have more experience at being age amazing than others. So let's say that those of us with a little more experience at being age amazing have our own version of YOLO, and that is called the bucket list. You know, that list of things that we want to do while we can, before we die, before our health fades, the finances don't permit, or whatever, stuff we want to do. Now, I don't have a formal bucket list. Does anyone have a formal bucket list? Some of you do, some of you don't. Yeah, I've got one, bouncing around in my head, okay? It's not formal, but, something that has piqued my interest recently is, earlier this year I went on a cruise, and I spent a lot of time looking at the ocean. And I would just look at the ocean and the waves, and I would think, wow, there's a whole world down there that we know very little about. We know some, but not a lot. That's very interesting, And then I came back, and then I moved here in May, so now I've got easy access to the Gulf. So I'm sitting out on my lanai one morning. It's a lovely space, and it overlooks Long Bayou, and I've got all this water imagery in my head, and scuba diving comes to mind. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm right here. And there are places I can take lessons and stuff, and I get really seriously thinking about it, and I start to look for lessons, and then the theme from Jaws starts. I kid you not. You know, or you turn on the TV and it's Shark Week or whatever. But I thought, okay, wait a minute, look at it long by you, and I think, okay, freshwater. You can dive in fresh water. And I kid you not, it's like a day or two later, I'm sitting out on the lanai having coffee, and a gator just kind of cruises by. And I don't know if y'all remember the movies Lake Placid. I've seen every one of those. So I'm still thinking about that one, okay? Yes, when it comes to bucket list, we seasoned age amazing people also have another advantage. We've got a movie about our bucket list, right? Take that, yellow kids. If you don't know about the movie, it is actually called The Bucket List. And it's a story about two men who meet at a hospital while being diagnosed and treated for terminal lung cancer. These two men, played by Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman, could not be more different. But over time, they become friends, and Jack Nicholson's character funds an around-the-world trip so they can do all the things on both of their bucket lists. They do things like ride motorcycles on the Great Wall of China, they go skydiving, they visit the Taj Mahal, they go on a lion safari, they do all kinds of wonderful, and some people would say, crazy things. Now, one way of looking at all these activities, whether you're part of the YOLO generation or part of the bucket list brigade, is they are attempts to squeeze everything we can out of every single day. Now, for some folks, that may be skydiving in their 80s, like former President George H.W. Bush, or some people, it may be just maintaining their sanity while driving in traffic on Highway 19 out here. Either way, because we are good Unity people, we do not judge, right? So whatever works for you. So, where am I headed? Well, whether we're the YOLO generation or the bucket list brigade, I think we would all agree that most of us want our lives to have meaning, a deeper meaning. But the deeper question to that is, why? Why is that so important to us? So, with that thought in mind, I'm going to briefly examine 3 common concerns that are often at the core of our desire to make the most of our lives. First, concern for significance. Again, we want our lives to matter. We want them to be significant. You know, many people are inspired by the idea of giving their lives to a cause greater than themselves. In fact, there's a survey out there of 6,500 people between the ages of 28 and 43, and it found that more than 75% of them had given in some way or at least given money to a nonprofit in the last year. 70% of those people had encouraged others to do so as well. We want to be significant somehow. We want our lives to count. Then there's the concern for excitement. Most of us, I believe, want to experience at least a little bit of excitement in our lives, you know, before we die. After all, if you think about it, I've never heard anyone on their deathbed saying, you know, I probably should have incorporated more fiber into my diet. No. At least according to what I've read, near the end of their lives, if people have regrets, it's usually they regret what they didn't do more than what they did do. Third concern is fear of a disappointing end. Now, these are usually the folks who've been running around in circles most of their lives. They've lived most of their lives trying to meet the expectations of others. Don't make waves. Be a good girl. Be a good boy. Follow the rules. You know, and they do that rather than living out from their authentic selves. What I'm saying is they have a lot of movement without any real momentum. A lot of pursuits, but no real passion or purpose behind them. So sometimes we worry that even with all our busyness, at the end of our lives, we fear that we may have just missed the point of it all. So what do we do about that? Well, first, I believe all the great spiritual masters understood this desire that we have for our lives to have meaning. What's it all about? And I also believe they not only realized that desire for a well-lived life, they supported that desire as well. In fact, in the 10th chapter of the Gospel of John, Jesus told his listeners that's why he came. Basically, that's why he came. To teach us how we can have real life, abundant life, you might even say an authentic life. Now, some folks believe that it's the death and the resurrection of Jesus, which makes that abundant life possible for us, and that's fine. In Unity, however, we teach that it is more the life of Jesus, which points to this possible abundant life for us. It is the teachings and the life example of Jesus which have the potential to ignite that Christ consciousness that lives within each of us. It reminds us of our own innate divinity and the potential power we have. I love to say this a lot. We are more powerful than we realize, folks. Remember, in the Gospel of John again, chapter 14, verse 12, Jesus said that those who believe would do the works that he did, and even greater works will they do. Even greater than Jesus. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? So you have teachings like this which give us a positive and life-affirming message and focus that many other alternatives and activities, as fun as they are, and people, all promise, but ultimately it fails to deliver. Yet even with the access to teachings of the masters like Jesus and the Buddha and Lao Tzu and Mohammed and so many others, we still seem to struggle with this question of our lives having meaning. Why is that? Well, I like to think that at least it's in part because sometimes we think we have to do something huge. Somebody has to notice what we are doing in order for it to count. It has to be big. We tend to look around at all the worthy causes in the world. We look at some people who, they don't even have to be famous on TV or social media. People around us in our communities that are mentioned and get all these accolades and they do great things, and we look at them and we say, I can't do that. I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the time to do that. I'm one person sitting and praying and meditating. I can't really make a difference. And we get down on ourselves and we get discouraged that our contributions won't make a difference. So why the heck bother? That is, we can get attached to certain outcomes, income as well. Amen. Wow. We get attached to certain outcomes that, our contributions have to look a certain way and they have to make a certain kind of splash in the world. And then we get into that anxiety loop that I've talked about before. And we all know what Buddhism teaches about that, right? We get attached to outcomes. or incomes. We get attached to things being a certain way, and what happens? We suffer. And that anxiety prevents us from doing anything at all. So if you're familiar with that feeling, or if you're sitting here and you're just wondering where and how to start on, if you're thinking you want to do something a little bit bigger or something to make your lives count a little more, if that's where you are, got some good news for you. One, those desires for significance, excitement, and a satisfying finish to our lives, perfectly normal. A lot of folks feel that way. There's nothing wrong with that. The attachment to it can be an issue, but the desires themselves are not a problem. And all those fun activities, because you start talking about giving of yourself and you think, okay, I can't go have the big adventures. I can't swim with the dolphins. I can't learn how to scuba dive. I can't have any fun. No, that's not what I'm saying. Those are fun too. Nothing wrong with that. Go for it. All normal. And number two, living lives filled with meaning is really not as complicated as we tend to make it. So in the spirit of trying to keep things simple, my goal here is to address our concerns for significance, excitement, and the fear of a disappointing end by focusing on one, count on one, teaching of Jesus, with a little Zen Buddhism thrown in. Let's see how this goes. Everybody remember the 10 Commandments? Okay. Well, by the time Jesus arrived on the planet, various leaders of his religion had expanded that list to 613. Wow. 613. Can you imagine? I have a hard time sometimes remembering the first 10. 613. And some of them address some of the most minute and I would say insignificant things. But then again, that's just me. Jesus probably thought so too, I think, because he just cleared it all up, at least for me. He taught because someone asked him. I think they were kind of like me. I would be that person in the crowd going, oh my God, 613 commandments. Jesus, can you help me out? What's the greatest one? What do I focus on? And he taught that the greatest commandment was to love God with all of our heart, soul, mind, and body, and to love our neighbor as much as we love ourselves. Love our neighbor as ourselves. It starts here, right? Because as that great theologian RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the heck you gonna love somebody else? Now, he didn't say heck, but this is family hour. You get the message. Jesus went as far to say as even all the law and the prophets hinged on those commandments. Everything hinged on that. In other words, love. Love is the focus of a well-lived life. That's it. A love that is strong enough to say yes, to cross some boundaries when we need to, when those boundaries mean that people are being left out, if those boundaries mean injustice or oppression or anything in the negative realm. It's a love that is strong enough to say yes, to cross over, and to do something about that, to address those things. It's also a love that is strong enough to say no when no becomes necessary. No is a complete sentence. Okay? We say no to oppression. We say no to negativity. We say no to exclusion. We say no to a lot of things. And we do it in a spirit of love. And that's tough sometimes. This isn't an easy kind of love I'm talking about here. It is a love that seeks the manifestation of the best and the highest for all of creation, even when that manifestation looks nothing like what we expected, and even when it looks like what we didn't think we wanted. So I want you to remember this, keeping it simple. Every sincere, kind word Every sincere, kind gesture, smile, any financial gift given in a spirit of love and without expectation, every act of volunteerism, even when you think nobody at all notices or cares about it, it counts. It's significant. All of it. And that can be a pretty exciting life sometimes. In fact, Buddhism teaches that if we get all caught up with our gratitude and that people have to notice, or that there's something that we should receive in return for it, like recognition, we've missed the point of the teaching altogether. It all counts, whether anybody says thank you or not. And trust me, I think we all like to be appreciated. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it still counts. Oh, and that fear of disappointing in. Oh, I think you focus on loving, I should say, God or Spirit, however you see that. Loving neighbor and ourselves, both through word and deed. If we can focus on that, we do not have to fear a disappointing end. Or you see, when we follow such a positive and life-affirming path, we are not missing the point of life at all. In fact, I think that's when we start getting the point of life. And knowing this truth, we now have the freedom to risk greatly, to give deeply, and to pursue the things of spirit without fear of failure. Because if it doesn't work out one way, heck, there are billions of other ways to try. And they all count. I'll leave you today with a story. And since school is just around the corner, homework. The story is told about an Episcopal priest who was shopping for a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Salesperson talked about speed and acceleration and risk and how women just love to climb up on the back of such a powerful machine. Then he discovered his customer was a priest. Oops. Can't tell you how many times that's happened to me, where people are just saying all kinds of things and then they discover I'm a minister and the whole energy just... I'm sure you've had stuff like that happen to you. People learn something about you and the conversation just... Whew. Well, that happened here. So he immediately shifted gears and began talking about good mileage, the advantages of 360-degree visibility, and how practical and safe motorcycles really are. Writing about the experience later, the priest wondered if we have told the world that being a person of faith is more like riding a lawnmower than a motorcycle. Is the life of faith more safe and predictable than free spirit and exciting like the wind? Have we painted an image of life of faith that is pure lawnmower? Slow, deliberate, and plodding, when our task is actually to take our faith out on the open road, give it the gas and see what that baby will do. Something to think about. The poet Mary Oliver poses the question this way. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? What do you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Here's the assignment. You ready? Activate your power of imagination and ask yourself the question, how would your life look different if you took it out on the open road, so to speak, infused with the fuel of spirit which already lives within each of us? Give it the gas and see what that baby will do. what would it do? How would your life look different? Indeed, what will we do with our one wild and precious life in this realm? That's your assignment. Be blessed, and so it is. Go ahead. All right. Okay, let's relax a bit, settle in. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. If not, just hold a soft gaze. Feet planted firmly on the floor there, trying to make that earth-ground connection as best we can. Maybe roll your neck a bit, roll your shoulders back and forward. Big, deep cleansing breath in and release. Let's do that again. Deep breath in and release. One more time in. And release. Breathe in love. Let that love warm you and fill you. And release it out to everyone around you. Breathe in a spirit of grace. Allow that to move through you. And breathe that out. Breathe in peace. Feel it calm you. From the top of your head down through your hands, arms, your legs, down to your feet, breathing out. Breathe in whatever is good. And breathe that out to the world. Breathe in the holy. And release that to the world. Breathe in a spirit of justice and mercy. Feel it strengthen you and then release that to a world that is in need. Remember these words of Scripture that whatever is good, whatever is holy, whatever is just, think, meditate on these things. And as you take one more deep breath in and release, as you meditate on these things, think and consider. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And so it is.
like how Reverend Danny said, it's really all about love. It comes back to love.
I know that you love me, and I know that you care. I know the fire inside you sometimes burns in despair. And I know you're missing your loved ones, and I know it's empty inside there, but the heart feels every emotion. So stay with me and I will dry your tears. And stay with me and we will start to heal. Stay with me and I will feel the way you feel, and walk with me. Beside you I will be holding you, holding you. And I know it's hard to let go, to move from zero in a world of loss. So take my hand now. Let me hold you as we go through. And stay with me and we will start to heal. Stay with me and I will feel the way you feel, and walk with me. Beside you I will be holding you, holding you. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't you know I love you? I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't you know I love you?
Let's just extend a hand on your neighbor's shoulder, or reach out for a hand. Feel the connection. Feel the love that channels from each one of us.
I love you. Spirit says I love you.
We're all one here. We're all community.
I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't you know I love you? I love you. I do. I love each and every one of you. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Christine. That was lovely. And thank you, Reverend Danny, for that beautiful message. Yeah. Well, yes, thank you. So, don't go away. It is birthday Sunday. Yeah, good. I'm like, stay. I just want to thank our volunteers, too. Thank you for everyone who makes this service run. We are just so grateful for all of you offering your time and your talent and just helping to make this beautiful, amazing spiritual home. And now for the August birthdays.
Yeah, where are you
Who
guys?
is born in August? Please stand up.
Please
Oh, look at all
rise.
these birthday babes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you always. God is blessing you now. And I hope you get some. I hope you get some. I hope you get some cake and ice cream. I hope you get some.
Well, thank you, Christine. Well, so every Thursday, come and join me at 10:30 for our group guided meditation and healing circle here in the sanctuary. And then next Sunday, August 9th, Reverend Bob Fortner will be joining us as our guest speaker. And his talk is entitled Changes in Attitude. And so Reverend Bob is wonderful too. So come on back next Sunday. And also, we have our inspiration station, which is our children's room, and then also our gift shop. So take a peek in there. We always have some new things, some wonderful, all sorts of great goodies in there. So stop in. And then, now, I need to tell you all that our dear friends, the Cutters, Brandy and Stephen, who are back there, they are moving to, yes. And so we are blessing you. And we are just wanting to say that, Stephen, I'm so grateful that you answered that Craigslist ad and became our sound guy. We are just, amen, yes. And you brought your amazing family. And you have all just made such an awesome, amazing impact. And I know that wherever you go, I mean, in North Carolina and beyond, like that you will just bring blessings and amazement. And you always have a spiritual home here when you come back to visit or whatever. So just know we love you and we'll miss you and we appreciate you. So thank you guys. Yeah. And now we're going to prepare our gifts. And so I'll just call the ushers forward. And we have an affirmation. So if you hold your offering to your heart, or some give virtually, so you just hold your offering in your mind's eye. And let's just all affirm together. I give thanks for all my blessings. I share my gifts freely, and I receive gratefully. I am in the flow of abundant life.
All right, let's chant. I am abundantly blessed. I am abundantly blessed. Gifts fall upon me at every request. I am abundantly blessed. I am abundantly blessed. I am abundantly blessed. Gifts fall upon me at every request. I am abundantly blessed. A little louder. I am abundantly blessed. I am abundantly blessed. Gifts fall upon me at every request. I am abundantly blessed. A little softer. I am abundantly blessed. I am abundantly blessed. Gifts fall upon me at every request. I am abundantly blessed. Put your hand on your heart. I am abundantly blessed. I am abundantly blessed. Gifts fall upon me at every request. I am abundantly blessed. And that we are.
Okay. Okay, so let's, if you're comfortable, rubbing our hands together, extending our hands as you are comfortable. Let's send out some love and energy here for our gifts. We give thanks and we are so grateful for these gifts. We are thankful for the gifts of volunteers. We are thankful for financial gifts. We are thankful for our 12 powers, and all of our spiritual gifts. They are all energy, which is meant to flow to us, through us, and from us. Let's take these out onto the open road and see what these gifts will do. And so it is.
Let's rise up and do some peace be. Did you miss it last week? I did.
Peace, peace, peace be in the morning. Peace, peace, peace be in the night. 'Cause practicing peace here on the daily, you will bring peace to your life. Come on! Peace, peace, peace be to our family. Peace, peace, peace be to our foes. 'Cause practicing peace here on the daily, one by one, peace be will grow. Here we go! Peace to the east, peace to the west, peace to the north and the south. Peace, peace, peace be to our country. Peace, peace, peace be is the light. Practicing peace here on the daily, we are the peace in this life. Here we go! Peace to the world, peace to the planet, peace to the whole human race. Peace, peace, peace be in the morning. Peace, peace, peace be in the night. 'Cause practicing peace here on the daily, peace be in your life. Peace be in your life. Turn to your neighbor. Peace be in your life. Peace be in your life. Peace be in your life. Peace.
Let's read the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and I am divine. Amen. And so it is. Have a blessed week, everybody.
Make sure you stop by for a cupcake